Hi, this is Bill Melhone, and in this video, we're going to be talking about what you need to do when you first start a brand new page. Now you can see that I'm already here at my landing page, but instead of clicking on any one of my websites that I could go into and edit, I'm just going to go up to the content menu and make a brand new page using the Add Content menu system. Come down to Basic Page, and that gives me a brand new page. Now, there are two things that you absolutely must do before you save this page. The very first thing is to give it a required title. See the little red asterisk? Anytime you're in this system, anytime you see a little red asterisk, it has to be filled out. So, we're going to put a title on this. And the other thing that has to be done, even though it doesn't have a little red asterisk, it must be owned. You have to own the page. And that's, in this case, it's called Groups Audience. And what you do is you find the website that you want to save this in and click on it. Now, if you don't own it, what will happen is after you save it, it'll be created, but you'll never be able to edit it. It will be owned by the system itself, and you can't get into it again. You'll have to call our web management team and have them move it back into your section. So let's make sure we understand that you've got to create a required title and you've got to own something before you save it. So let's follow those rules. We'll go up and we'll create a brand new title. This is just going to be a demo page, so I'm going to call it brand new page. Now, once you have typed a new title into the required area, it's going to be used three different ways. It's going to be added as part of the URL up here. It's going to be used in the title of the entire page up here in the tab, and it can be used in the menu system. This would be the part of the title that you would have in your URL, so it'd also be added to the menu system on the left-hand side, which you don't see right now. Now, that's the required part. You have to have it. Every time you see this little red asterisk, you have to have something in the box. Now, because of that, because it's going to be used in three different ways, you want to have kind of a short title. You don't want to have a whole bunch of words. I mean, I've seen some very, very long URLs, and they're kind of hard to remember. You don't just tell somebody to go out to a website with 6 or 7 different words in the URL. Keep it kind of simple. Now, if you want something longer that's going to show up in the big orange text, put it down here in the alternate page title. So brand new page is simple, sweet, but maybe if I want to add something like this is a brand new demo page. I know it's kind of a silly title, but an alternate page title can be longer, and I'm doing just to make a point. Now I've already gone down here. Once you've clicked on that, that means you've owned it. And then I could hit save. Those are the only two things I really have to do before I hit save. But I want to do one other thing first. See where it says revision information? I know I've talked about revision information in one of my other videos, but what it does, it gives you the opportunity to create a message to yourself. Every time you make a change, make a brand new page, put something in here in the revision log message so that you can remember what you did. In this case, it's pretty simple. I created new. Now I'm going to go ahead. I've already done the title, I've already owned it, and I've done the revision log message. And I hit save. Come back here and you'll see that here is the page title, the alternate page title that we created. And even though I thought it was kind of long, it hasn't reached the end. This is 592 pixels. There have been a few times where I've created a title that's been so long that it has wrapped around, and even a third time. 2 wraps might be okay, but I wouldn't really get in the habit of doing it. Don't forget, people are looking at your pages on cell phones, and that takes up a lot of real estate. So again, 592 pixels. That's really all you've got. So you want to keep this, you want to say what you need to say, but you want to kind of keep it short and sweet. Now, if you look up here, in the URL bar, it does say there's where our required title was, brand new page. But notice it's got a 1 after it. Well, that's because someplace I have created a page called brand new page, and I don't want to write over something that already existed, so the system automatically just stuck a 1 after that. If I made another web page called brand new page, it would say brand new page 2, and after that brand new page 3, and it would just keep going. And you'd look at that over here in the content area, the content management area. See, there's brand new page 1. Someplace there's another brand new page, and they just stuck the 1 on. So after I've made the page, you can see it gives me the required title that I've got. Here is the URL that it made. And like I said, if there's a space, it puts a hyphen in it. If there's a capital letter, it makes it lowercase. All right. So that's how it gets created. That's how it's generated for the what they're calling the alias. Now over here it timestamps it and puts my CSU ID on it. It was made on June 1st, 2017 at 1:24 p.m. So once you make the page, it shows up in your content area once you save the page. All right. So back here, I'm going to hit the edit button. There we go. There's the required title. There's the brand new demo page, alternate page. If you remember, I created a video a little while back about what each and every one of these buttons means. Don't forget, though, if you run over any one of these tools, it'll tell you what it is. Scrolling down. See this text format? Just leave it on filtered HTML. If you set it to plain text and save, it'll take out all of your styles. So you're going to want to leave it at filtered HTML. See, there's a group's audience next. It's still selected, and unless you change it, it'll always be there, so you don't have to do it again. Now, here's where the menu settings are. I told you that if you put something up here in the required title, it would automatically be used for the for a menu. But if you want it in the menu, you have to provide a menu link. So I'm going to click on that. Opens up this area here where you can do some editing. You can change the menu title if you want to. Down here where it says description, you're just going to type in like 5 or 6 words, very, very short description of what the page is about. You just want people to be able to know where they're going to. It will really help people who are using assisted technology. So just get in the habit of creating a description. I'm going to say this is a demo page for training. I want to make sure I spell right because it'll be read off to the people who are using assistive technology. This will also, by the way, be shown when you hover over a menu link with a mouse, but there is no hovering in a touch device like a phone or iPad or something. All right, now once you have decided that a page is going to have a menu link, you have to decide where this page fits in the overall menu. Let's take a look at my menu system. You see I've got about 5 or 6 major links. Now these major links that show up in my navigation, you can think of like an outline, Roman numerals, Roman numeral 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, that kind of thing. And after you click on those, they may have supporting pages, and you can think of those as capital letters, A, B, and C, and D, that type of thing. If you go farther, you'll have little 1, little 2, little 3. So what you have to do now is decide what page in the system will be this page's parent. And you click on the menu item that's called parent item, and here's all the pages that exist in my navigation right now. And you would choose one of these to be the parent. Now, I want to call your attention to something. And I left these in on purpose. Normally, you don't want to do that. But see right here, it says creating a new page, disabled, using anchor links, disabled. I have a bunch of different disabled pages. When I first started doing my training pages, I had every one of those training pages broken up into subjects, and they were sitting in the menu system. Now that gets really long. So I just took them out, or actually I didn't take them out, I just disabled them. Now they're still in the menu system, they're just disabled, you can't see them. I would not suggest that for you. I did it for training purposes. So if I wanted to say that content management system was going to be the parent for this current page, I just click it, and now it is the parent. One thing you'll notice is that if it's got 2 hyphens like these, or the Engage 365 or Easy Service Self-Help, those are the major pages, the Roman rule pages. Anything after that goes farther and farther. And these are called children. This one has 4, so it's a child. This one has 6, so it's a child of a child. That's just the technical term that they use for that. Now you have to decide where this page sits. You can just leave it in alphabetical order if there's more than one child. This one has a B as its first letter, so it'll probably be close to the top. But maybe that's not the way you want it. Maybe this page should be closer to the bottom, if not on the bottom all the time. Or maybe you want it all the time on the top. Maybe you want it to be the first one somebody sees. That's where the weight system comes in. Each individual page can have a weight of -50 at the top, all the way down, and I'm not sure you're going to be able to see, yes, it'll run off the bottom of the page, all the way down to +50. -50, I know it's a little strange, but -50 is the highest it can possibly be. Now, why would there be so many of these numbers in between? Well, think about future-proofing. Right now, this might be the most important page, but maybe next year or the year after that, there might be a page that you want in front of this one. Well, if you set it at -50 now, what will happen is that when you go to change it later, you have to change this page before you can make the next page be at the top. So if you set it to -40 right now, it's no sweat for the next page. You just come and pick a new number. -40, probably going to be the first page. Now, you could also leave it in alphabetical order, and then you just set every page to 0. If you set every page to 0, it'll just be in alphabetical order. Likely B will come first. If you put it at +50, and again, that's way down on the bottom, you're not going to see it. If you put it at +50, it'll always be on the bottom. And we'll have more information on this whole bizarre concept of negative and positive numbers when we talk about menus. Now, I could have worked at this for half an hour, 45 minutes. It could be the most beautiful page ever, but if I don't hit the save button, it's all going to be lost. That's what I'm going to do right now. And here we are back again.